Our travels had brought us to Zion Auto Camp, on the doorstep of the National Park. Sitting around the fire whilst the band played, surrounded by this rugged but beautiful scenery, just felt unreal to me. I'd dreamed of visiting Zion for years, and suddenly we were here, ready to explore the park for the next 2 days. It's a beautiful morning here at Zion Auto Camp in Zion National Park, and today we're heading over to Zion Canyon, the popular place, and we have a couple of smaller trails planned today. We didn't get our Angel's Landing hike permits accepted yesterday, so today we'll hopefully be doing the Emerald Pools Trail. We'll be doing the Riverside walk, just a nice little flat one by the river that leads to the start of the Narrows. So a few shorter walks today before a bigger hike tomorrow, and we're looking to do Angel's Landing. We just need to wait on our permits getting accepted, but if not, we'll be doing the Scouts Overlook Trail regardless, which takes you right up to that sort of dangerous bit that you need the permit for. So with any luck we get those permits, fingers crossed, and we can do the hike that we planned. Here's some of the gang just over here, sounding lively. All the national parks in the US require a general park permit, which can be paid individually, but for a pass for them all for a year, it was about $80. Some of the more exclusive and potentially risky walks, such as Angel's Landing or the Narrows, do require an additional day's permit, which, although cheap, needs to be booked 2 to 3 months prior, or you can try your luck in the lottery the night before.
You never heard them called beeves? The Americans call them beeves.
Cows?
Yeah, the beef stock.
Oh, like beef.
Beeves, beef stock.
Oh, it's like plural for beef.
Yeah,
Wrong.
yeah. For the beefs. Yeah.
Wow, they've got big horns down there.
They're beeves.
More beefs.
The drive to the gates of Zion was about 20 minutes, with a brief stop to grab a packed lunch from the village of Springdale, right on the doorstep of the national park. I'd been anxious about the long lines and parking problems that I'd been reading about on the internet, but thankfully we were early enough to get in without any worries, and we got a parking space, no problem. So as you can see, my worries are over. We managed to get a nice car parking space in the Zion Canyon car park. So for anyone who's going to make this journey themselves, I would still advise getting here early. I wouldn't want to leave it to chance, especially on a weekend like today is a Saturday. But my stresses are over. We can chill now. We can just get the shuttle bus up to our trailheads and do a good couple of hikes today.
Just the scenery is just unbelievable.
That's amazing. Bear in mind, it's still only just after 8 a.m. in the morning, so the light's still really low. We have had a nice clear sky sunrise this morning over the mountains at the campsite. And the first stop here is the visitor centre. Is everyone ready for Zion National Park? Yes. So we'll find out which stop we need to get off.
6.
Trisha's on it, so yeah.
Look at the map they gave us.
Great. Let's go. So we're going to the grotto stop, and we'll be getting on. It's right over there, look. Standing room only. Sardines. So we got off the bus at the grotto, stop 6 on the bus, and we're headed off to the Emerald Pools via the Cayenta Trail. Angel's Landing ahead of us. Right in the middle there. That's it. Hopefully tomorrow. this corner and we're faced with this awesome flat rock face here. Look at that, absolutely awe-inspiring. Amazing. See the Cayenne trail that we're currently on, winding its way around the cliff edges. Looks like the gradient's about to go up a little here. Not much, but we do have a little bit of ascent on this route. So we're actually not far from the first emerald pool now. I believe there are 3 pools, and hopefully we're going to see all of them. We'd fallen behind the rest of the gang a little, but we came to a fork in the road, and we had to make the most logical choice as to which way they might have gone. The narrow path down on the left was an out and back descent to the lower pool, or a potential continuation of the Cayenne trail, but we decided to push straight on towards the middle and upper pools. Knowing that this was also an out and back trail, we hoped to see them up there.
It's so small.
We are small, aren't we? So we just bypassed the lower emerald pool. We'll hit that on the way back. It's only a 0.2 mile out and back from the route. We pressed on as we're not sure which route our family have taken, so we've gone on the main route and we've made it to the middle pool. And this is it. I'm just going to show you around briefly. So we've got this great view just over here, just off the edge of the cliff. And I'm guessing these waters trickle down into the lower pool below, which we'll see shortly. Look at this though, fantastic. Chantel's here doing her thing. And then we've got these little trickle of a stream, bit of a waterfall. Again, it's very crowded. We'll just walk through this water here and see what's over the edge. And we have another pool. There it is. Wait for this view. Look at that. Virgin River in the middle. I'm running out of adjectives, I must say. We're just kind of like fenced in by this sheer face, aren't we? So now we're headed to the upper emerald pool. A little bit of ascent involved, but we can't really go much further because we've got a right dead end in front of us here. So hopefully there we'll find the family. Here she comes.
Can't believe we're here. Zion National Park.
I know. We tried to come here about 7 years ago, but only made it as far as the Valley of Fire.
Oh, right.
We just didn't have time to make it all the way from Vegas for a day trip. It was a long shot. Valley of Fire was awesome though. Well, after a fair bit of ascent there, nothing too difficult, quite scrambly in places, we've finally arrived at the upper emerald pool. And here it is. You You can see the different rock layers here in this rock face. The emerald pools were formed due to water seeping out of the towering cliffs above, where the porous Navajo sandstone layer meets the lower Kayenta Formation, which is denser and less porous. With nowhere to go, the water stored within the sandstone then has to travel laterally, ultimately seeping out of the cliff walls. The resultant drips and waterfalls create the pools below, due to impact and erosion, again over the course of millions of years. I think you'll agree this is a beautiful feature of this canyon that nature created all by itself.
There's a load of water dripping down from this waterfall, cutting down that crack up there, and then it's just in free fall. And every now and then we're getting a gust of wind that's just blowing all the spray right across the beach down here, which is still saturated with a load of people. I'm getting showered in it right now. And we did find the family. They got behind us, they'd taken the lower trail to the lower pool, and they eventually caught up with us.
We're trying to escape you, to be fair. We're hoping we won't see you again today. But
It's more peaceful.
My sister hasn't featured in any videos so far, but she is a lovely person, as you can see. Hello, mate. There he goes. The legs are coming off. Oh yeah. Heading back down from the upper pool. Here she comes. We've just got the lower pool to do.
We do, yep.
0.2 mile out and back.
Yep.
And we're almost at the turn off.
Check out the map. Go check out the map.
And that pretty much brings to a close that part of the Emerald Pools Trail. We're now going to make our way back up the path here behind us, back up through the crack in the rock, and then retrace our steps back to the grotto stop that we started at this morning. And then this afternoon, we're looking forward to doing the Riverside walk. So I guess we'll see you over there. That was a steep climb up, I'm not gonna lie.
The Virgin River began cutting its way through the sandstone in this canyon between 5 and 13 million years ago, shaping the landscape we see before us. After eating our packed lunch at the grotto, we headed deeper into the canyon to the Temple of Sinawava stop, following the river almost as far as you can go for the Riverside walk.
Next point of the day, Temple of Sinawava, stop 9 on the shuttle bus. And we're just going to do the Riverside walk, which meanders along to the start of the Narrows hike, so it should be a nice and easy stroll, this one. The Narrows is currently closed due to a heavy runoff.
This is a flat stroll through the ever-narrowing canyon which reaches a point where you cannot go any further without getting wet. Here starts the Narrows, a slot canyon river walk of 16 miles in its entirety. Wading gear is essential and camping permits might be required. But despite not hiking the Narrows, we were happy for the gentle approach, taking in our jaw-dropping surroundings and meeting the wildlife. Here's a montage of scenes from our walk.
Feeling the heat?
Yeah, it's really hot.
And here you can see where water would have once flowed and and cut underneath that rock. Breathtaking, honestly.
After 1.5 miles, the footpath ran out. The canyon had narrowed considerably, and I was left dreaming of continuing that walk up the canyon through the narrows. But we had to turn back and retrace our steps with the incredible scenes of Zion Canyon forever etched in our memories.
So that was the Riverside walk to the Narrows. Narrows is closed at the moment due to heavy runoff, but I hope you enjoyed that little montage. And it really is beautiful, but very easy going kind of walk. It's only about 1.1 miles out, and then the same again, heading back in the other direction. Just a nice, easy little stroll that anyone can really do. I even think the first half mile is accessible for wheelchairs, so it's one of those you can all experience the beauty of this river.
And so, it was back to the bus, where we'd soak in the sights of the canyon one more time on the journey back to the car, all of us ready for a cold drink at the pub in Springdale. But the day wasn't quite over. I had one last bit of news to share over dinner.
Guys, guess who's hiking Angel's Landing tomorrow? Yes, way.
Cheers to them.